See what we got here. Oh, we on. What's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you in. Again, I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. So, what I do, technically, I help people to heal themselves by becoming whole, by understanding their emotional blockages and patterns, but also by understanding your intellectual conditioning. Because, that's really what it comes down to. So that's my job as a spiritual healer. Now, if you're coming back, you already know. Get a plate. We're gonna do what we do, like we always do it, baby. Like I never left. I'm back like I never left. But anyway, let me stop. I'm tripping already. But anyway, um, I always like to give a little bit of background about what spirituality is. By this time, if you're coming back, I know you probably shut the fuck up, nigga. Just get to the point. But for you, if this is your first time, just know that spirituality, it's not something that's distant from you. It's your birthright. It's the person that you are. You didn't have to lift a finger, nigga. You already spirit. You are spirit. But the act of understanding and being in alignment with that spirit, that's when you become spiritual. But that spirit is live in you. It may not be activated, and my job is to help you to activate that and, do what you do, baby. Look good out here. So, now that you have an understanding of what spirituality is, in a nutshell, right? So, now, this is Wednesday, guys. Now, I had decided to dedicate Wednesdays to, like, understanding the masculine and the feminine energy. Because this is also a big part of your transformation. As spirit, it's important for you to understand that relationship or emotion or romantic relationship for that sake, it's just a part of you. Just like you being a father, whatever the fuck you do, at the end of the day, your growth, you as a person gotta keep evolving, meaning the spirit has to manifest itself through you. In other words, too, you gotta keep open. You gotta stay open. So I always like to say that because, you know, um, a lot of people think, I hope not, but, it's pretty much, I don't know, maybe relationship is just pretty much everything. It shouldn't be at all. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get married, guess what? Your wife will be on one side, you'll be on one side. You guys still got to make something out of life. You got to follow your passion. Or you got to become what you came here to do. So you catch the grift, right? So pretty much that's the whole thing. And that's a disclaimer that I always like to say, especially for the masculine energy for you to understand. Do you see what I'm saying? So therefore, if you already have thinking about it that way, like, how can you be a sucker for love? But not even for love. I mean, you should be, but I'm talking about chasing women, not that pure love, because you got to be a sucker for love. In fact, being a sucker for love is not going to allow you to be a sucker for love. Because when you talk about love, it's your nature, meaning you have to open up by acknowledging your talent, yourself, like your emotions, following your dreams, your bliss, unfolding as a person. Now that's what love is. Because when we talk about love, everybody pretty much want to put their guards down. That's what they want. Unfortunately, a lot of people been hurt. So now, that love and hate thing. So now, what you have in this society, that's why people don't talk about love either. It's like that's what makes it toxic. So you have a lot of hurt people who's not looking to be healed, but now their whole definition of what a relationship is based on that hurt. And that's what makes it really toxic. So that's why hurt people hurt people. And then you create a whole, you know what I'm saying, like a whole society where we are fueling that. What have you done for me lately? Do you see what I'm saying? Can love pay my bills? All that type of shit. So therefore, you've been conditioned pretty much to look at love as something that's not real. You know what I'm saying? Or a waste of time. That's why time is money, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's important for a lot of us to actually understand that, know what the disease is, and a big part of that too, because now when you're not fully open, or you're not willing to be in love or to fall in love, and that's for the masculine and the feminine fucking energy, is that you're not being yourself. And the purpose of you being down here, if you're not alive, what's the point? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, okay, we all know we're gonna die. So in that time in between, like, you shouldn't give a fuck for anything at this point. And that's what being alive pretty much is. By you following your talent, by you, delving into the person that you are, understanding who you are, reaching that Godhead status. That is your job. That should be your concern. You're number one, and the one and only. Not even number two. There's no number two. You can't take money with you. You just none of that shit. I mean, I'm just saying. You might as well want to go out with a bang. What are you doing? So that's why the purpose of being in this life is for you to be awake. Do you see what I'm saying? In other words, for you to reach your highest state of consciousness, being awake means you are conscious. Shit. You know what I'm saying? And staying in your light too. That's what the whole thing is about. That's what all the ascended masters did. And that's pretty much what a lot of spiritual people are talking about. Waking your ass up, motherfucker. Wake your ass up. Meaning being in alignment with the person that you are. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I wanted to say that first. I mean, although I took a little more time than I wanted, but hey, it is what it is. But the bottom line is, once you understand that now at this point, that's why a relationship should never come first. And this has nothing to do with being selfish either. Now, another part of that, oh my God, like, you can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. Do you see what's happening here? So, in other words, if you truly want love, love yourself. And then you will find it. But we're not talking about no selfish. I talk about that shit all the time. But for some reason, I notice a lot of people can't seem to see the difference. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you can't see the difference, that's because you're not in love with yourself. Because people who truly love who they are, they're not selfish people. Trust me. They know they have to create boundaries. They love other people. But when it's not being, mirrored back to you, you know what I'm saying? And it's not supposed to either. It's not supposed to either. But that's how you reach in that state of mind. And that's when, you got to have compassion. That's when you start having true fucking compassion. Not faking it. That's when you really get to love your enemies. Not faking it, not because Jesus said that's what you have to do, but because you have becoming that. That is a state of mind. That's like me saying, how do I go against, that's like me making fun of a fucking, of a person who's a fucking handicap. How am I going to make fun of that? You see what I'm trying to say to you? At this point, I would be the fucking asshole. Because this motherfucker just retarded. That's just the way he is. So when you truly get to understand or get to truly see things for what they are, then that's how you bypass the fucking illusion. But at the same time, that's how you also transcend, meaning you're not looking at this reality for what it appears to be. That's why this is a fucking illusion. Illusion means what you're looking at, that's not what you think it is. In other words, when you look at yourself in the mirror, it's not what you think of you that you are. That's why we are spirit, having a human experience. So the whole point of you understanding that what you see is not truly what you are, and that's when I talk about, understanding the mystery of yourself. I talk about, the mystery of the body. Your body is simply an extension of your consciousness. Your body is you. That's why you could change your DNA. That's why you could do so many different shit. It's just an extension of that. I shouldn't say it's you, but it's an extension of you. So, it's you too. If you're not happy, it will reflect on your fucking body. That's why niggas can't lie to you, if you understand. There was a whole kid movie too. I seen that with my daughter. I think Emoji. This shit was dope, man. You can't. And if you understand the mystery of that, that's why when somebody's, let's just say someone's being triggered, that's their shadow acting out. So your action is also a reflection of the person that you are. That's why we say, you know better, you do better. Not having more knowledge, I'm saying knowing better, you do better. Meaning when you became conscious of when you have a realization of certain things, your behavior is going to change automatically. But again, it all comes down for you to, understand or pretty much solve the mystery of who you are. And that mystery, that's what illusion, that the whole fucking illusion is. Do you see what I'm saying? So, oh my God, spirit coming through. That's why Jesus died for you. Not just Jesus, because you got to understand, Jesus is a state of consciousness. Our ancestors died for us. You know why? Because there's no separation. What do you say that? Their victory is our victory. That doesn't mean I do not have to put the work in. But what it means is, that's why they say you have to recognize Jesus, and then he'll be, that's all you got to do. Right? Recognize Jesus in the sense of, if you look into, he died for you already. But for you to be saved, you just got to, accept him. Well, that acceptance, what that means is, all of our ancestors who actually had that knowledge and passed it down to us, they fought the war for us already. But now you have to awaken to it. Once you awaken to it, because they already did it, and there's no separation between them and us. So the illusion will make you think there's a separation between you and me. That's why the whole African spirituality is based on Ma'at. There's no separation. It's harmony. The yin and the yang. The spirit and the body. Or matter and spirit, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? For that matter. Because when you look at the separation, that is the illusion. the separation itself. So therefore, if you're already saying your body and then your spirit, you're trying to make a distinction between the two, you already fell for it. In other words, the words, you know what I'm saying? Now you flowing in fucking ignorance at that time. Or at this time. You know what I'm saying? So now that doesn't mean I don't have to put the work in. Well, what it means is through their guidance or those scrolls, those knowledge that was passed down to Hudi, all these niggas, they fought the war for me. That's why I could study them. Meaning I have to accept them. I have to be open up to that type of knowledge. The knowledge is already there. It's in the fucking ether. They fought the war for us already. Even the kids who are not even born yet are already saved. But they have to wake up to the knowledge because the information is already here. Do you understand? So that's why when they tell you, like, shit, I'll give you a perfect example. Oh, shit, I didn't even have to go that far. Niggas like Brother Panic, Phil Valentine, all these niggas, man, they died for us. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody else had to die for them. Because what they're simply doing, or I'm doing, is bringing that knowledge that, you know, so-and-so already had. But that was the knowledge to that would help us to awaken ourselves. And that's the science behind Jesus died for you, dog. You ain't gotta lift a finger. But of course, you're gonna have to go through your transformation as well. Well, that's what the work is. Oh, that's what the work is, baby. The transformation is the work. The word's got to be made flesh now. Come on. What are we talking? What are we doing? Oh yeah, you got to walk that talk, and that's how you attain that Godhead. You know what I'm saying? Now you become the fucking aliens walking among men. You know, those who have not, who don't know who they are yet. Now, let's get back to the masculine and the feminine energy. Had a couple shit I needed to get off my chest. You know, all right? You know what I'm saying? Whoo! You know what I'm saying? That was kind of heavy, huh? But anyway, now, you know, shit. Well, you know, man, I love that shit too. Nigga, I got a mouthful. I love this shit, man. It's like, you know, it's like the knowledge within the words, man. It's just that transformation. It's like, I don't know, man. That shit fulfills me, man. I would talk about this shit all day, every day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, man. Like the essence of it. It's life. It is. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I stay connected, man. You know, like us Haitian niggas said, not boule, man. That's how we greet niggas, man. We lit. Nigga say, how you doing? Nigga, I'm lit. What? Motherfucker, I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what you see. That's what I tell them. You know, ask them what they see, nigga. Because if I tell you, you might think I'm lying. You might think I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? I need witnesses, nigga. Ask them. Come on. You love this shit. But anyway. So now that you already know, you know, spirituality is your thing. It's a main thing, my man. Okay? So you came here to do. You know what I'm saying? It was a long way of me saying that, but hey, it is what it is, all right? So, now, dealing with the feminine and masculine energy, you know, as part of us being everything, no separation. However, it's just that, okay, I'm gonna shit. It's gonna sound confusing for a minute. that separation, because when you really love a bitch, man, it's like you truly like loving yourself. So it's something that you don't have. That kind of look. There go the fucking illusion again. So I guess I'm gonna have to scratch everything I just said. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it speaks for itself. But anyway, now, like I always like to start off. I mean, that's what I should have been saying. Shit, it's already 20 minutes. I was talking some other shit. But anyway, it's like, and, what you have the male energy and and the feminine, the masculine energy and the feminine energy. Now, each one of us, in the masculine, there's also the feminine. However, what makes the masculine, as you already know, it's the core, right? Just like women have feelings, women are emotional. Guess what, nigga? You can be emotional too. And a lot of you might be too emotional. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Because I've been seeing a lot of emotional, masculine, especially in the whole, how do you call that? But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business. So, and vice versa. Obviously, a good representation of that now is that you have what you call in the feminist movement is letting you know, nigga, we are equal. What they're saying is they're tapping into that side of them as a female that, they could do certain things too. They play basketball now. It's not going to be to the same intensity. Again, think about the core shit, right? Right? And also think about in terms of, them having those masculine traits inside of them as well. We see it. That I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. So when we talk about the feminine, they're fighting for that. That's why they're not a feminist movement in reality. They're just trying to be better men. Do you see what I'm saying? And I like the way I got to big up Brother Panic on that. I love the way he said it. You're just trying to be a better man. There's no way around that. So, now that you understand, the combination, how we, our makeup as a masculine energy, then, you see the same thing in the feminine energy as well, right? So now how do we come together? So when those two energies comes together, I'm dropping some jewels, niggas. Just like your feminine, the feminine energy that you have in you, you want to lift that through her. And the masculine energy that she has in her, she wants to lift that through you. That's how the two of you become one. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why when a woman unite, when the feminine energy becomes with the unite with the masculine energy, now the feminine energy, the masculine energy is the leader. That's why a female energy would look up to her man. And by the way, I mean it is what it is, guys. And here's something else too, because now it seems like we're living in a time where people are trying to say gender doesn't matter. That's crazy. You don't have to take my words for it. Like, I know for me, the best thing I ever learned from like gay couples is that gay couples have gender. For any type of romantic relationship, I mean, you're gonna have your tomboy, you're gonna have the girly one. On the flip side, with the homosexuals, you're gonna have the hey and all that shit. Then you're gonna have the men, whatever, however the fuck, that's being portrayed. But do you get the point? So I'm trying to show you, if you could see in a same sex, they had to create the gender for them to stay together. And my feminine energy, that's why you gotta relax, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna activate your masculine energy, the masculine is not gonna want to be with you, because that union cannot come together. It has to be masculine and feminine. Now, the part of you that's the feminine has to live through her, and vice versa. If not, that's why as a woman, yes, can you be independent? Hell yeah! Get your motherfucking money, nigga. Do all that shit. But now, when it comes down to a relationship, the game has to be played differently. And I already talk about that too, because I was talking about, the history, pretty much, if you're looking at the trend. Like, the man that I am now and the man that my dad was, because I remember when I was 16, I'll give you a perfect example. I always wanted to wear earrings, man. That was my shit back in the days. I wanted to look, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be on my cute nigga shit. Right? I wasn't thinking about being gay. None of that shit. But think about it, right? Well, my dad is from Haiti, but I mean, shit. Let's just think about that around that same time. It's not a cool thing for a nigga to wear fucking earrings, man. Now, if you live in Africa or in certain culture, I get it. Just follow along the point of what I'm trying to make here. In other words, what I'm saying is men has evolved over the years. Even in the United States, if you're looking at the songs, how people used to sing, the masculinity that used to exist in the songs, as you start to transition into the 80s, it changed. A lot of guys were being more feminine, like guys like Prince was a guy like that. Michael Jackson was a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? With their voices and everything like that. So, in a sense, when you're looking at the trend, men has evolved. That's what I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad wouldn't even touch my fucking diaper. Not because the nigga didn't love me, you know what I'm saying? But in the era that I was in, my daughter, I wanted to do it. I wanted to bond with her more. But I'm also a divine feminine too, but that's a whole different story. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other men that does that too. Do you see what I'm saying? In fact, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was talking about, those two emotional ones, especially a lot of masculine energy who were raised by a feminine, you know what I'm saying? So now they learn love through their emotion. So therefore, they became a little bit feminine. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what you're calling now your beta males, your, what's the term, shrink, whatever the fuck. Do you see what I'm saying? But you got to understand the energy. This is all spiritual here. That's why when you become in alignment in your spirituality as a masculine energy, I know how to flow. I understand it. And that's why, too, you got to love yourself first before you can do anything else. Do you see what I'm saying? So for a perfect union to actually occur, I have to love myself, and she, the feminine energy, has to love herself too. If not, when we come together, it's not gonna work. Because understand, two people who fall in love, each one of them had to surrender to the idea of love. It's like this bitch is like, oh my God, I believe in love. And this motherfucker like, oh my God, me too. Then, you know what I'm saying? That's where the magic happens. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, I mean, it's hard. You can't really dissociate the self. That's why you gotta love yourself first. So that's got to be number one. But now, for the sake of the conversation, let's jump into understanding more the feminine energy. You know, you got to be in alignment with yourself. That's why, like, people always say, I'll give you a perfect example, right? And which is true. And I think I talked about that in the second understanding the feminine energy that I made, where, you know what I'm saying, that when we say women are fucking emotional, you got to understand that doesn't mean they're stupid. And there's an intelligence in their emotion. There's intelligence everywhere. In the flow of a river, there's intelligence. You know what I'm saying? There's spirit in it. There's all of that shit happening. But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say, that's why too, and here's another reason too. Now, if you're saying that she's emotional, so you can't treat her logically. Meaning, and here's something else too, you got to understand, your logic is not the best, man. At all. If you think your logic, you're talking about facts, you can't let just the facts, like, you gotta have the bigger picture. Now, if if you're talking about having the bigger picture, I get it. But if you're referring to facts or, you know, tangible shit or logical shit, you know, it's important you gotta add your emotion into it for you to see further. That's why a perfect union is beneficial for both the man and the woman. They are both glowing, growing. You help the bitch to expand herself, and that bitch is just helping you to expand yourself as a masculine energy. Like, she's giving you the best shit you never had, and you're giving that bitch the best shit she ever had. However the fuck it's being done. That would be part of your spirit now, experiencing the romantic love in a whole different level, spiritually. That true self-fulfillment, it comes out of real love. We all want it. You know, except, you know, you probably have your heart broken a few times, then you said, fuck it, I get it. I got compassion for you. I got compassion for you. I get it. It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. You just gotta learn how to open up, though. I mean, what are we doing? You gotta learn how to open up with a broken heart. Hey, listen, that's what the fuck we all do. So, are you trying to tell me the people who are truly in love, they never got their heart broken before? Nah, you gotta get over that shit. Now, I'm not saying getting over that shit, because every experience is part of you. Now you have to transform that fucking energy. And that's how you heal. You don't neglect it. That's why I had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to get on myself real quick. Because by saying getting over it, I'm not saying putting it to the side. No, I'm saying by acknowledging it. Because if you put it to the side, listen, man, it's not going to go anywhere. And your experiences never go anywhere any fucking way. But you got to use it to your advantage. You transform it. That's how you're able to live with your pain. You have to transform your pain. Oh, this is some chemical shit going on here, babe. But you do that by understanding, but most importantly, you know, by seeing further. By the intellect being in harmony with your emotion. That's how you're able to heal the fucking wounded child. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know better. Why would you hold grudges if you didn't know any better? Oh, you definitely got to give yourself that talk. And now I know as a spiritual healer, I had to do that for myself. And that's how forgiving yourself is. But not so much of forgiving, I would probably like to say I got to shout out Miss Queen on that shit. You know, accepting yourself. You ain't forgiving shit, but you accepting that little motherfucker nigga. Listen, man, it happens, baby. Get up. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Look at my scars, baby. They're all over me. Get up. You gotta keep on going. It's all you're doing good, baby. You're doing good. You didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that talk. But it's being done through an understanding and that unification between the spirit and your fucking emotion. Because your experiences never go anywhere. You have to transform your emotion. Now you can live with them. In other words, you make it your friends. You know, before they were your enemies. That's what your shadow is. You're fighting yourself out of ignorance because you don't know better. You're chasing something you already have. That's all of that. That's the illusion again. That's why you gotta embrace everything about you. Come on, niggas. I'm giving you guys Patreon shit. Hey, check out the Patreon. Become a Patreon member, man. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole lot of that in there. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yo, what was that commercial? You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. We're good. So yeah, but definitely, become a Patreon member. You know what I'm saying? Let's shift some shit. It's already happening. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Become a tribe member, baby. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to share. You know what I'm saying? And again, let's create a fucking elite community. You know what I'm saying? Based on some real shit, though. Like on true transformation. You know what I'm saying? Not the bullshit, not, none of that. But anyway, without being too political, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop it there. So, we were talking about, again, the unification. But most importantly, how you have to understand. That's why gender role, oh my God. Okay, let me make a 360 here. You can't get rid of gender role. You cannot. It's not going to happen. If it does happen, well, obviously, a lot of you motherfuckers are fighting for it now. Guess what, man? I mean, it's you'll see less and less successful relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? The more independent you want to be, well, and men is not intimidated by you either. Like, I hear a lot of women are saying that shit. Stop. No. You're just not attractive to a masculine energy. Every masculine energy, like the feminine energy, that's what thrilled them. You know what I'm saying? And no nigga want to be with a tomboy nigga. Now, a lot of you guys don't dress up like a tomboy, but you act like it. No nigga want that. That it's just the masculine energy. That's just our essence. That's why you would think in your mind, you'll say, he's just looking to get with a weak female. Yeah, but he's satisfying a side of him. That's why money, none of that shit matters. Either the masculine energy or the feminine fucking energy. It's funny how I always listen to niggas saying, like, money and career don't matter to us. It's the same shit for fucking women, nigga. Same shit. A woman who cares about your money doesn't love you, motherfucker. The bitch that love you? Shit. Well, if that was the case, I mean, shit. Poor niggas who wouldn't have niggas, like bitches that's in love with them. What the fuck? That's not true at all, man. Especially I would probably say especially for women. The feminine energy she's truly looking for is driven by your masculinity, your leadership. Because, regardless of how strong she's claiming to be, she gonna tell you, I need a man to be a man, nigga. She'll want you to be a man. That's it. And you want her to be a bitch. That's it. But it's important you have to understand how those energy interact with one another, though. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, if you're saying a woman is emotional, then you should understand that she's not lying to you. She never lies. Meaning, if 1 minute, if right now she says yes to something you said, and then literally 2 seconds after you ask the same question, she said no, she's not lying to you. That's what emotional is. Emotion means they go with the moment. This is the moment right now. In this moment, she means it, yes. 2 seconds later, she feels different. She's emotional. Yeah, she's emotional. That doesn't mean she's stupid, bro. Has nothing to do with stupidity here. And we're more on the logical side, meaning, we're more to, your yes would be a yes, then you say that. How can you say that the next minute? That's how you're looking at it. So now, if you don't understand how the feminine energy reacts or acts, there's always going to be a conflict, a miscommunication, because she's speaking one language and you're speaking another one. That's like me speaking Creole to your motherfucking ass and you only speak English. And that's what you see in a lot of fucking relationships. These niggas are speaking different languages. They got kids together. Like, That's what you see, man. There's no harmony. Whole motherfucker who was living with another motherfucker. Yeah, this shit is crazy. In the same house. Don't love the motherfucker. So now, if we're speaking in the terms of what do you want in life? Do you want to be happy? Does your happiness matters, man? Like, this shit is crazy. I mean, or is money your reality now? Because you're creating your reality. Here's something that's part of you that's giving you that self-fulfillment. But you worshiping idols. Because love don't pay your bills, nigga. I got you. Put your toxic ass trying to pretend that you're strong. But your weakness is written all over you. The weakness is written all over you. The same thing with a lot of women who are saying fuck men or men that are saying fuck women. Same shit. You weak. You weak, bro. Come on. You do it. That's what it is. You're disappointed. You're hurt. It's painful, huh? Like when I hear people talking, I'm like, oh my God, that's painful. I feel your pain. Oh, I talk that talk. I'm a spiritual. I talk to niggas' soul. I see your soul crying out for help. And that's why I gotta have compassion for you, baby. How did you get it so wrong? Come here, baby. Let me talk to you. I gotta talk to you now. Huh? How did you get it so wrong? Why did you do that for? What did you think was gonna happen? If you don't respect you, you don't love you, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself? And now you end up being hurt. Why are you doing that? I mean, this is yourself. Why are you doing this to yourself, man? Here I am looking at you. I'm like, what are you doing? You hurting me. Now you're hurting me. I gotta come out on Wednesday talk about masculine and feminine energy. Because you motherfuckers are fucking up. Y'all hurting me. Huh? I gotta whoop your ass, baby. Stop I'm wilding. But the bottom line is this, man. I'm getting fucking excited over this shit. Because y'all got me in my feelings. Why do you think I'm coming out and talking about this shit? Shit, I mean, honest. Shit, who am I kidding here? I love you. I love you too much, man. You hurting me. You know? You gotta be in alignment with yourself, man. You see what I'm saying? And once you understand that, you know, that's why, man, like, the bottom line is, just like I always tell niggas, everybody's looking to keep their guards down. Deep inside, everybody wants love, man. They just don't want to admit it, but it's okay. It's your nature anyway. You can't fake the funk, baby. You know you're hurting yourself. You know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who you're kidding. You ain't kidding me, nigga. Peekaboo, motherfucker. I see you. I'm the boogeyman around this motherfucker. Shit, I gotta get my hair done. But anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, by you understanding certain things about, you know, like I talked about, just the same thing I just told you. If you're saying she's emotional, so therefore you have to speak that emotional language to her without you losing yourself, though. Because the minute you lose yourself, remember that spark, that polarity is not going to exist. That's why your goal is never to and I talk about that too. Now, if this is your first time hearing this, what I'm about to say, you may not fully get it, but I assure you, it's not what you think I'm about to. It's not what you think it is. That's why you never please a woman, and I talk about that too. Never please her, not meaning, you know what I'm saying, you gotta stay in your core. Do you see what I'm saying? The minute, like, I don't give a that's why women don't care about your fucking success, bro. The minute you're not a man, or she feels like, you know what I'm saying, like you're putting your guards down or your arms down, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to be the same. It doesn't matter if you've been the man for 20 years. And keep in mind, it's not about money here. That's why a bitch who truly love you, you know what I'm saying, money it's not, doesn't matter, bro. And I didn't have to say that, but I know the country we're living in. You know what I'm saying? Niggas might think I'm delusional. Hey, I've been called so many different names, baby. But I'm saying this to say, because a lot of times when people talk about love, like, or, you know what I'm saying, or when they talking about, you know, because the one thing I'm trying to say here, you know, to truly be in love or truly find yourself or even being in alignment with yourself doesn't mean you have to disconnect from, it's like you saying, if I'm spiritual, I can't have money. Do you see what I'm saying? Where money doesn't define my spirituality, or my spirituality is not going to be defined through money either. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to say, you know, your money truly doesn't matter. Either it is masculine or feminine. Do you see what I'm saying? So because a mature feminine too, your money is not gonna mean shit to her. And again, if she chooses to go for your money, that's exactly what she's going for. Your money, nigga, not you. So I'm talking about somebody who loves you here. Do you see what I'm saying? And I know nigga, I got receipts. You know, I could tell you right now, I've been with 2 fucking women who, shit, like, if you want to talk about, nigga, you know, who may have had a lot of fucking options in terms of if they're looking for, I mean, I do my thing now. You know what I'm saying? But, listen, in terms of, you know what I'm saying, let's just say a motherfucker that got a mention, I don't have a mention. I mean, I got my own mention. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And then to have, because I know I've been in situations like that when, that female would not want those guys, but it would want me. And I know you've seen that story. It's everywhere, motherfucker. Like, if she loves you, though. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, if she cares for the status, that has nothing to do with money. That's what she cares about. But the reality of it is, just like us men, we don't care about a woman fucking, degree or none of that shit. It is the same for her. But you do care about her femininity, and she would care about your masculinity. That's a fact. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what keeps her alive too. We're aroused by it. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's pretty much the mystery too behind, how, people always like to say women like bad guys. But the shit that niggas are not saying about these guys, a lot of these guys, man, like, they go getters too. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, there's certain traits that what you call in the good guy or the nice guy, doesn't have that the bad guy has that arouses the feminine energy. You got to start looking at this shit in terms of energy, my niggas. Has nothing to do with the bad guy. She's not looking at that. She's looking at a man who's popular, a man who does what she wants, a man who doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, the better you know, the more you know, the better choice that you will make. But if you're looking at it on a lame turn, at the lowest level here, so let's just say that's just her at her worst reacting that way. That should tell you it's your core, it's inside of you. That, if anything, that is a perfect example of women showing you what they truly love, which is the masculine energy. Because regardless, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, a smarter woman now would probably go with a man, let's just say a man who knows what he wants out of life. A mature man. A man who's following his dream, whatever the fuck you want to put it. That's what's going to attract her. So at her core, even when we're looking at the lowest, the lamest, the grossest fucking example, where she's falling for a bad guy, whatever the fuck you want to say, but she's looking at that spark in them. And it's the same thing for us. That's why, unfortunately, and I remember I talked about that too. A lot of the feminine energy, like, they don't understand why. Let's just say a man would be, I don't know, like, always look at other women. It's the feminine energy that does it for us. It has nothing to do with intimacy, a lack of intimacy, or the men don't love you. No, it has nothing to do with that. And if you try to understand that emotionally, it's never going to make sense to you. That's why when your grandmother, the mature feminine, would tell you, a man is a man. Don't look at him with your emotional eyes. Look at him the way he is. That's what your grandmother's truly telling you. And that's how they were able to be in union or have longer relationships. Because that's what the shit is about. It's about you, the feminine energy, understand you dealing with the masculine energy. And the masculine energy understands that he's dealing with the feminine energy. Niggas, how do you want it? So I'm showing you the spirit behind, those state of mind. Because this is all the spirit manifesting itself. It's happening, people. It's here. You're looking at him. That's who you are. You understand what I'm saying to you? So now, with that being said, that's why it's important for you in union, if to have a successful union or to truly become whole. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in your element and vice versa. But most importantly, understanding those differences and honoring them. And it's not really differences because it's already in you, remember? Now you're living that through her. Just like the leadership that she has in her. She had all that shit in her, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Fuck around a bitch, man. Shit. A lot of women has been proven to know how to handle their money. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Know how to save, know how to do all that shit. So I'm saying, fuck around. That's why, if you're going to be with her, if you're going to be, you got to make sure that she doesn't, her masculine energy, she's living it through you. That's why you got to take accountability. That's why you got to be directive now. That's why you got to be the leader now. That's why you got to, put your feet down, nigga. And trust and believe the bitch gonna love it because that side is inside of her. And she got to live it through you, the masculine energy now. Money doesn't matter, dog. Money doesn't matter. Okay, a lemons way of looking at it. A lot of pimp ain't got no money, dog, but they got a lot of bitches. You see how motherfuckers always tell you, man, yo, if you're gonna have a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Really? Is it true? I don't know. And I'm not talking about in terms, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, you don't have to be, you don't have to have a lot of money to have a successful life, bro. See, having a lot of money, that is the fucking illusion. Meanwhile, a lot of these motherfuckers are telling you, you know what I'm saying, money is not the answer. And the ones who have not understood that, they still seeking for more. I was listening to Jamie Foxx. He was having this conversation with this guy. He was talking about the guy was sitting in a fucking $50 million boat, got fucking $40 million house, but still was worried about his fucking career, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're not happy with little, you'll never be happy with a lot. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. If anything, just like people always tell you, money always only, what's the word that they use? You know what I'm saying? If you're a fucking asshole, money's gonna like enhance that like fucking 100 times more. And if you're a nice person, you're always gonna be that. So money doesn't really change motherfuckers, man. It show you who the true motherfucker is. Like for me, like I'll give you a perfect example, man. And shit, nigga, you tell me. Like I could have a Versace jean, nigga, and sit on the floor, motherfucker, in the mud with it. I wear the jeans don't wear me, nigga. I get it. And if most likely, and here's the thing too. Well, let me talk my shit for a second. All right. A lot of motherfuckers, man, they just buy shit because of other people. It's popular. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying, but they don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about, designer clothes. So when you're talking about designer clothes, for instance, there's got to be a difference between Versace and Dolce & Gabbana. It's the cut. What are we talking about here? Do you know what the difference is? Do you see what I'm saying? But motherfuckers who want to buy them shits just to buy it or just to, I'm doing good, just to show off. Just it's the same thing even with drinking too. Motherfuckers don't even know. Like when you go out, niggas are asking, yo, what are you drinking, man? What the fuck do you want? Do you know what the fuck you're drinking? If you ask for a fucking vodka, do you know why you drinking the vodka? Do you know what a vodka is? A lot of people don't. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't, man. They're just following the crowds. So again, another way of saying, money doesn't even matter again. Like however however you want to talk about it. But anyway, why was I talking about all that shit though? I was talking about that because I was talking about in terms of that perfect union. You fully have to, I know for me, shit, I don't want no tomboy. So I know that feminine energy, I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? So now, a lot of immature feminine energy, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to hide their, you know, because you only act strong when you're weak. You only act strong when you're weak. When you're strong, you ain't got nothing to prove, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you saying that's who you are, you good. Got nothing to prove, baby. It speaks for itself. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we have this saying in Haiti, man. How the fuck this nigga said? Yo, salt doesn't have to say that I'm salty, baby. You just gotta taste it. Now, there could be times where you may have to talk your shit, but you would talk it as a testimony to what's already here. You may have to repeat yourself. There's gonna be times where you may have to repeat yourself. I get it though. Go in, do what you gotta do, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yo, give him a handful. You hear me? There are times for that too. You gotta remind niggas sometimes. But the underlying, core action, it's really peace. It's harmony. It's you knowing who the fuck you are. Do you see what I'm saying? So, damn, it's already an hour, man. I think I'm gonna leave it there. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you already know. Check out the other videos that I made regarding understanding the masculine and the feminine energy. So technically, what I was talking about, we speak different languages. We just gotta come together, pretty much. But for a lot of us, we gotta understand what that language is and what they're saying. And what this is not about, which I should have said it in the very beginning, you know what I'm saying? This is not about domination, you know what I'm saying? Dick and pussy. You know what I'm saying? This is about real love, true understanding coming together. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave it there. I shan't. Brow. Mali.